We are learning more details tonight about two suspected arsons in Coeur d'Alene over the weekend. What we now know. And tonight, a family forced to evacuate from the Spokane area fires is asking for community support after they say their dog got severe burns while trying to rescue other dogs.
As we kick off another week, expect temperatures to rise when we could be back up into the 90s.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Well, tonight we are learning about the first and only known death reported to authorities that may be tied to the Spokane area fires. Kim Speedy says her mom, Pat, died after being evacuated from her nursing home near the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex back on August 1st. She says her mom was in hospice care at that facility after being diagnosed with a rare condition that left her colon paralyzed. She believes her mom's bowels ruptured, likely from being wheeled across the uneven parking lot to an awaiting ambulance. She died 8 days later. Now she wants the man charged with starting the Old Trails fire held responsible. Do you think Aaron Farinacci is to blame for your mom's death?
I do. I think that if it weren't for the arson and the fire being at my mom's building, she would still be laying in her bed laughing with her friends. I definitely think that he's responsible for what ultimately led to my mom dying.
A spokesperson for the sheriff's office confirms they, along with the prosecutor's office, are now investigating to see if they can add charges to Aaron Farinacci. You'll hear more from Kim Speedy coming up on KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. And as recovery efforts for the Spokane fires continue, the Office of Insurance Commissioner held their first monthly claim workshop. Today, officials walked through what next steps look like for individuals who have damaged or destroyed property. They also answered questions about how to navigate insurance claims to make sure you're getting the benefits that you're eligible for.
Right now, it's be like drinking out of a fire hose. There's so much to understand. But the first thing is understand your additional living expenses. This is a loss of use coverage in your policy. Make sure you reach out to your insurance company and completely understand how much is available for you.
Starting in September, the workshops will be held the second Monday of each month at Spokane Falls Community College. If you can't attend in person, a recording can also be found on insurance.wa.gov. Meantime, personal protective equipment kits will be available for victims of the Spokane Complex fires. The Spokane Fire Department will have pickup locations at Station 16 at 5225 North Assembly Street on Tuesday, August 18th. From 3 to 6 p.m. And on Thursday, August 20th, Station 17, which is located at 5121 West Lowell Road, will have kits available for pickup between 3 to 6 as well. Those kits will include masks, gloves, and a protective suit. The city of Spokane has a full list of what to do and where while returning to your property impacted by the wildfires. Today, Eastern Washington Congressman Michael Baumgartner introduced a bill to ban wildfire betting on prediction market platforms. The Wildfire Event Contract Prohibition Act would also give the state the authority to regulate or prohibit gambling and gaming on those platforms. This includes prosecuting wildfire-related betting and overseas prediction markets. This decision comes after a letter from 9 senators to the Commodities Future Trading Commission found the company Polymarket accepted more than $1.2 million in bets connected to the 2025 Palisades and Eaton fires. Congressman Baumgartner said the recent arrest of Aaron Farinacci and other suspected arsonists in eastern Washington this year made the risk of incentivizing future arsonists, quote, too obvious to ignore. Tonight, a family forced to evacuate from the Spokane Complex fires is asking for the community's support after their dog got severe burns while they say it was trying to help other dogs. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy tells us more about Luna, her owner, and what the road to recovery has been like for them.
Luna survived the Spokane Complex fires, but she came out of them with severe burns to her paws. Her family is now asking the community for help as they plan her road to recovery.
Hi, you're a pretty girl, aren't you?
Her smile's the same each day, but the pain Luna's been in since the Spokane Complex fires has made it harder for her to get happy.
She still has a little cough, but it's pretty much better now. That healed the fastest.
Her owner, Destiny Mertz, says Luna's paw pads were burned completely off after her family evacuated from the Old Trails fire, leaving her feet extremely fragile and requiring daily bandage changes and medication. She says Luna appeared to be trying to protect other dogs also on the property, 2 of which didn't survive the fire. Once Luna managed to escape herself, she collapsed.
Between the pain, the adrenaline of pushing through those severe burns to keep running, because she did not stop.
Once she got treatment, her family discovered Luna also needed a 3-hour emergency surgery after vets found a problem with her spleen and a mass in her uterus. Now she has weekly wound treatments, more procedures ahead, and follow-up care for the tumor that was removed.
She's just always been this very strong soul. Like, when I look at her, I see somebody that's very gentle and loving, and she has so much life in her.
Mertz has been caring for Luna, taking her to vet appointments, managing her medication, and watching her heal one day at a time. She says the vet bills are adding up, but community support has helped her keep caring for Luna. She says that support has made a difference not just financially, but emotionally after losing her late grandfather's belongings in the fire.
For me, this is like a new opportunity to find the positivity in it. I lost him, I lost his stuff now, but I have her.
For now, she says she's determined to give Luna the best care she can, saying it will never match the comfort Luna's already given to her.
She's like all of our motivation to just keep going and keep pushing forward and find the happiness. If she can be this strong, so can we.
As time goes on, Destiny says she hopes Luna becomes just as active as she was before the fires. Connor McAvoy, KREM News.
All right, time now for our first check of the forecast at 5 o'clock with meteorologist Cody Proctor. Cody, looks like we just have a warm, sunny week ahead.
Yeah, for the most part from what we're tracking, Mark, as we head into the next few days, it should be warm, it should be dry, but some things might still be a bit breezy at times, especially as we head into tomorrow for parts of our region. It's currently at this moment, we're at 91 degrees over at the Spokane airport, so it is rather toasty right now already. Winds coming out of the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. That relative humidity incredibly low, just 15% right now. Around our region, we're tracking those temperatures mostly into those low 90s. It looks like Sandpoint has cooled down into the upper 80s. Though that's still just warm, let's be honest. As we take a look outside with our Doppler radar, we've been seeing quite a bit of sunshine for the last few hours. That's impacted our heating this afternoon and into this evening. Starting to see a little bit of cloud coverage here and there around our parts of our area. As we go into tomorrow morning, it's looking to be quiet for us. We might actually pick up some clouds in the morning hours, starting things off in the low 60s for us tomorrow morning. And for our highs tomorrow, for the most part, I'm expecting things to be in the upper 80s. There's a possibility we could be even warmer, depending on how our clouds, how the possibility for some patchy, smoky areas could impact our sunshine as well. Could be back up in the low 90s by the time we get into Thursday. However, there are some concerns with this forecast, and I'll break it down for you later on.
All right, Cody, we'll talk to you then. Thank you. Well, it has been 2 weeks since fires destroyed hundreds of homes in the Spokane area, and today Spokane Public Schools is welcoming teachers and staff back into 3 schools in some of the hardest hit neighborhoods. KREM 2's Regan Gallo has more on the teachers and staff members coming back to school.
Well, back to school is already so busy, from getting classrooms ready to school supplies to school clothes, and now adding the complexity to the Spokane area fires. Right here, I'm at Flett Middle School, one of the 3 schools opening back their doors up today to teachers and staff. They just barely escaped the flames on their property. As you can see behind me, here is a whole area completely burned. These trees also burned, and these trees stand as a barrier for the Fairmont Memorial Park, where we do know some graves were burned as well. Just to show how close, as we turn the camera this way, the school is literally right here. One small back road separates from that burned area to the school. And Dwight Merkel, also not far, where we're seeing multiple trucks come in and out with wood chippers this morning, as we assume that they are maybe taking care of some of those burnt down trees, getting them out of here. So definitely going to be a busy next week and a half before back to school. But as those teachers and staff are coming into Flett, as well as Woodridge and Indian Trail, testing was done to ensure it was safe to do so. And that testing, just for some details here, was conducted by Fulcrum Environmental Consulting to assess the impacts of wildfire smoke. This included also installing air quality sensors, bringing HVAC systems back online, and also replacing those HVAC filters. Inside all 3 schools, air quality conditions were found to be in the good to moderate range, determining it was safe for staff to return, and additional testing will continue before students return next Wednesday.
Teachers and staff were anxious to get back in the school. They want to prepare for students. Normally they can start trickling in earlier in August, and obviously this year that wasn't a possibility, but we also want to make sure this building is safe, both for staff and students. So we did a pretty thorough process to ensure our grounds and building, exterior and interior, were safe.
And we also know from SPS officials that 164 homes of families, of SPS families, were destroyed, and also 37 homes of staff were also destroyed in the Spokane area fires, just adding to the number of things that staff, students, and families are dealing with as they are also trying to get kiddos back to school next Wednesday. And if you are bringing students to campus, just be in mind, especially off of Wellesley here, there might be some trucks coming and going as they are taking care of those trees near the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. For now, I'm reporting here at Flat Middle School, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
Coming up after the break, 2 fires 1 mile apart. Now police are turning to the public for answers. We'll have more on how you could help the Coeur d'Alene Police Department with their search after the break.